Ever been on a website where you just can't figure out how to get where you want? Frustrating, right? Good navigation isn't just a nice to have. It's what makes your app feels seamless and keeps users engaged. Today in this video, we're going to make sure your app flows like a well-oiled machine. By the end of this video, you will be able to develop seamless and intuitive navigation within your app using Next.js. Built-in tools enhancing user experience across pages. Let's dive in and make sure no one gets lost in your app. We have built a dynamic blog where users can view posts based on their IDs, and we have styled our components using CSS modules and Tailwind CSS. Now we will improve the user experience by adding a global navigation bar that will be accessible from every page in the app. For this purpose, we will create a specific file for that. So under the app folder, I'm just going to create a new file that I'm going to call navigation.js. In here, we're going to need some code. So this code is going to be our navigation bar itself. As you can see, what do we have here? We have an unordered list with listed items like home, about, post 1 and post 2. So this is basically what we were able to do from the home page. But as long as we did go inside of one of the pages, we had to go back in order to get back to our menu. This time, we will have the menu on top of every page where we will actually add it. So let's say we have here a class named blue. We'll see how it looks like and maybe change to something else afterwards. But other than that, we have a function called layout, and we are importing global CSS files if there's anything to take from that. And we are importing link to make sure we have the navigation up and running in no time. Let's start by adding this navigation bar to our main page. So we are heading to the main page, as you can see over here. And to be honest, we will not have to do too much. First things first, we need, of course, to import. We are importing layouts function from the navigation.javascript file. And we have to incorporate this layout in the page structure itself. So actually, we are not really using the main tag here much, and we can replace it by the layout. So in this case, we are wrapping our menu around the content we already have. And that's it. Again, it just took one file, few lines of code, and actually 2-3 lines of code to integrate in another page. So let's head to our browser and see how it works. And there we have it. We have a home, about, post 1 and post 2 navigation bar on top of the page. And let's try to click it. So if I click home, of course nothing changes because we are already there. About, you can see it navigates to about page. But as I mentioned before, we need to add this menu to every page we want to see it. And also you can see it's not going to be visible in the post 1 nor 2. So we will do that in a second. But let's change one thing. I don't really like that blue color. Let's change to something else. So here we can go back to navigation.javascript file, and under the blue, I will, let's say, change it to purple. This already looks much better. And from here, we can add to other pages the menu as well, and actually in a similar fashion. So let's continue with the post page. Let's head over here and give the same import. In this case, as you can see, we are actually styling the main paragraph. So I'm just going to create another tag with the layout itself. And let's not forget about closing the layout as well. And there we have it. This should work. So this is as it should look like. But as I can see, there's something wrong with the code. Let's open up the terminal a little bit. And I can see that the module was not found. And the module is referred to the layout. So the problem is, from the file, once we are importing something else, we have to look where we are in the grand scheme of the folder structure. This time, what we need to do is the same what we did with the data and the posts. We need to navigate to a global path. So something like this should solve our problem. Let's head over to the page and check out our posts. Voila, we have the navigation bar also in the posts. One last thing is the about page. So I'm gonna give you a challenge to add that. And here I have a fully working navigation bar on every page that we have. Home, about, post 1, post 2. So if you were wondering how to actually make this work for the about page, there were a few different things that we needed to tweak. Let me quickly show you. So first of all, a navigation import should look something like this based on where it's located. And the next thing, if we're adding a layout, we needed to also add these parentheses over here under the return, because we're no longer answering with just one line. So by using layout components, we have made the navigation bar reusable across all pages. The app router in Next.js 14 makes this process extremely simple, allowing us to define a layout and apply it globally. This gives your app a consistent look and feel without needing to repeat the code. And there we have it, a global navigation bar that works across all of the pages. We have used a layout component to make sure our navigation is consistent and reusable. And we've stayed within the Tailwind CSS to keep things looking sharp. In the next video, we will talk about environmental variables. But now, I have a quick question for you.